What if I told you we're not the first intelligent species to exist, but maybe we're the last? In a universe filled with billions of galaxies, stars, and planets, it's strange that we haven't found anyone else. No alien signals, no visitors, just silence. This mystery has puzzled scientists for years, and one chilling theory called the Great Filter suggests that something stops intelligent civilizations from ever reaching the stars. So, what if the reason we're alone is because something always wipes them out before they get too advanced? In this video, we'll explore what the Great Filter really is, why it's so terrifying, and what it could mean for the future of humanity. Before we talk about the Great Filter, we need to understand where this mystery began. It all started with what scientists call the Fermi paradox. In simple terms, it asks, if the universe is so big and so old, and if life has had billions of years to evolve elsewhere, then why haven't we seen anyone yet? Enrico Fermi, the Italian physicist, posed this question in 1950, and it still puzzles scientists today, because mathematically speaking, life should be everywhere. Our galaxy alone may contain over 100 billion planets. Even if only a small fraction of those were habitable, there should be millions of planets capable of supporting life. In fact, as a New York Times study highlights, astronomers estimate that there could be as many as 40 billion habitable planets in our galaxy alone. And yet, no matter how hard we search, we find nothing. That eerie silence has led some researchers to believe that something must be stopping intelligent civilizations from reaching the stars, a mysterious barrier known as the Great Filter. So, what exactly is this Great Filter? Imagine the journey from a lifeless rock to an intelligent, space-traveling civilization has a long and dangerous obstacle course. Each stage of evolution is like a level that must be conquered, but somewhere along this path, there's a mysterious, almost impossible barrier. That's what scientists call the Great Filter, a stage so difficult to cross that nearly all life forms fail before ever reaching the stars. It could mean that life itself is incredibly rare, and we were just unbelievably lucky to exist at all. Or perhaps life starts easily, but intelligent, conscious beings like us almost never emerge. And then there's the most unsettling thought of all, that civilizations like ours do rise, achieve incredible technology, and then, inevitably, destroy themselves through war, climate collapse, or their own inventions. Let's explore the possibilities. Is the filter behind or ahead of us? Scientists believe there are two major possibilities about where this mysterious Great Filter might actually be hiding. Either somewhere behind us, or still waiting ahead. If it's behind us, that's actually the best news we could hope for. It would mean humanity has already passed the most difficult and unlikely stages of evolution. Maybe the real challenge wasn't building rockets or understanding the universe. Maybe it was life itself, beginning in the first place. Think about it. Earth needed billions of years to evolve from microscopic single-celled organisms to complex beings capable of thought, emotion, and technology. So perhaps, out there in the endless dark, the reason we don't see anyone else is simple. Life rarely even begins. If that's true, then we're not just lucky, we're extraordinary. We might be one of the few or possibly the only civilizations that managed to survive those early, impossible odds. But then comes the darker possibility. What if the Great Filter isn't behind us, but waiting somewhere ahead? That's where things get truly frightening. It would mean countless civilizations may have reached the same point we are now, only to face something that destroyed them before they could go any further. Maybe it's nuclear war, unleashed by their own hands. Maybe it's artificial intelligence growing beyond control and turning on its creators. Perhaps it's an environmental collapse, where progress itself poisons the very planet that gave them life. Or worse, something cosmic and unstoppable, an asteroid strike, or a deadly burst of radiation from space. If that's the case, then the silence of the universe isn't peaceful at all. It's a graveyard, the quiet echo of civilizations that reached for the stars and vanished. And the haunting question remains, could humanity be inching closer to its own Great Filter right now? Can humanity survive the Great Filter? Think about the age we live in. A time of breathtaking progress and terrifying possibilities. Humanity has achieved wonders once thought impossible. We've split the atom, mapped the human genome, and created machines that can think, learn, and even create on their own. Yet with every leap forward, the risks grow larger. We've built nuclear weapons capable of erasing our species in mere hours, developed artificial intelligence powerful enough to outsmart us, and pushed Earth's climate toward instability faster than we can adapt. Some scientists worry that this pattern isn't unique to us, that perhaps every civilization eventually reaches this dangerous crossroads, where its technology advances faster than its wisdom. When a species gains the power to reshape its world, but lacks the restraint to use it wisely, destruction may follow. Sound familiar? It should. Because the Great Filter might not be waiting somewhere in the distant cosmos. It could be unfolding right here, right now, through the very choices humanity makes in the coming decades. But do we have any real evidence that supports this idea? Surprisingly, yes. And it comes in the form of silence. In science, the absence of evidence can be just as powerful as evidence itself. We've scanned thousands of exoplanets, listened for alien signals for decades, and searched for massive structures or strange lights in space that could belong to advanced civilizations. But despite all this effort, we found nothing. That silence suggests that either intelligent life is extremely rare, or that civilizations don't last long enough to be detected. Oxford philosopher Nick Bostrom once said that discovering even simple microbial life on another planet would actually be bad news. Why? Because if simple life is common, but advanced life isn't, it means the Great Filter is not behind us, it's waiting ahead. So the big question is, can we avoid the Great Filter? The answer depends on how humanity evolves from this point forward. If the filter is about self-destruction, then our best defense is awareness and responsibility. We have to recognize that our technological power can either save us or destroy us. That means managing artificial intelligence safely, preventing nuclear wars, and protecting our planet before it becomes unlivable. We also need to expand into space, build colonies beyond Earth, so our survival doesn't depend on one fragile planet. Maybe the real test isn't about biology or physics at all. Maybe it's about maturity, the ability of a civilization to control its own intelligence before it's too late. Could humans be the next to disappear forever? Still, not everyone thinks the Great Filter is the only explanation. Some scientists believe that alien life might actually be out there. We just haven't been able to detect it yet. Maybe they communicate using forms of technology we can't recognize. Or perhaps they're deliberately hiding, staying quiet to avoid attracting danger. This idea is known as the dark forest theory. It suggests that the universe is like a dark forest filled with hunters, and every civilization stays silent, afraid to reveal its position. Maybe, somewhere out there, others are watching us right now, hoping we don't make the same mistakes they did. It's chilling, but it also gives us a strange sense of connection. There's another possibility too. What if we're simply early? Maybe intelligent life is just beginning to emerge across the universe, and we happen to be among the first. If that's the case, then the silence of space isn't a warning. It's an opportunity. Humanity might be the first species to cross the Great Filter and explore the galaxy. Imagine that. Our generation could be the first to make contact, the first to travel beyond the solar system, the first to plant the seeds of life on other worlds. It's a hopeful vision, and one that gives meaning to our struggles. As a BBC documentary once highlighted, two possibilities exist. Either we are alone in the universe, or we are not. Both are equally terrifying. Those words perfectly capture the essence of the Great Filter. Whether the silence means we're utterly alone or just one of many civilizations lost to time, both possibilities remind us of how fragile and precious life truly is. Maybe the silence of the stars isn't a sign of emptiness. It's a reminder of how rare and extraordinary we are. The fact that we exist at all might mean we've already overcome incredible odds. And if we haven't yet faced our filter, then perhaps knowing it exists gives us a chance to prepare. The universe might be vast and quiet, but that silence gives us a purpose, to make sure humanity's voice doesn't fade away like the ones that may have come before us. So, what do you think? Is the Great Filter a warning or a challenge? Are we doomed to repeat history, or will we be the first to break through? One thing's for sure, the future of intelligent life might depend on the choices we make right now. If you found this video fascinating, then don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow space lovers, and subscribe for more deep dives into the mysteries of our universe. Because the truth might be out there, but the courage to face it starts right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.